Welcome to Smokey Channel. Hello YouTubers, this is Smokey from Smokey's channel. Yes, I did splurge on my Christmas purchase as a Christmas gift, but I gave myself a gift, but I'm not going to wait till Christmas. This is Zhiyun CRANE 2, and I actually got like a little bit of discount. There was a guy who posted this video review. I think Zhiyun sent to him for review, and they gave him a discount code, so which gave me like a 10% off from the discount code. And then I applied that on the Zhiyun's website directly, so I got like 10% off. Only thing is, it took a little bit longer because B&H already had this available, but Zhiyun website had to ship from China, so it took a little longer than everywhere else I can get, but I got like a 10% off, so I think it's worth the wait. So I was waiting to open this and then trying to find time. Basically, I want to use this on my Canon 80D, which is a monster size camera, right? And also GH5, because I want some gimbal effect on my video. I'm thinking of making a little bit more videos than what I make now. I'm not making many, so I thought, let me add some gimbal effect and have some smooth video. There are some car shows, motorcycle shows that are coming up, so I want to carry a camera with me and take some video, walk around. So that's it. So I ended up buying this, and ooh, look at that case. Look at that case. This is what I like about companies nowadays like Zhiyun. Everybody with a gimbal, they're giving a case. This is a nice quality case. It's really good and strong. You know, I mean, that's how it should be. Everything looks quality. Look at this case. So here's the manual, I guess. And construction of this case is so good that, you know, if there are companies who just charge for the case and product separately, I don't understand. They even charge for the batteries, case. Look at that. Just look at the quality of the case. See, nice soft material. Ooh, this one is a good chunk of size, you know. It's really good size. I love it already. I just added a light now, so you know, because it's all black, maybe you won't see it so easily. So there's a charger and 3 batteries. I was told that this battery can last like days, depending on how much you use, right? And it's a nice tripod. Everything is like, quality is great, you know, top-notch quality. Look at that. This is made by Zhiyun. It's nice. It helps actually, so that way you can set it down when you're tired, because this is a heavy gimbal, no doubt about that. Look at that construction. Jeez, that's a nice gimbal. And then here you have the focus puller, and then nice LCD screen with a joystick control. Wow. So I did not have any of those wires which fits, but I do have from my last gimbal for the Zhiyun to Panasonic. I might try and post a separate video on that to see if that works, but for now I'm just going to put the camera on the put the camera on the gimbal and test it out. So it's always good idea to don't turn on your gimbal without balancing your camera on. So the idea is to have a gimbal which is already balanced, and then it's going to help you with the movements and stuff like that. Don't think that you can just put a camera and then turn it on, the gimbal will do. You'll just burn up the motor. So I don't know what this is. I'm going to open to see what it is. Ooh, all the cables. Look at that packaging. And then you have the Manfrotto style plate here, so you can just put it on your camera and then you can easily remove and put it on. So let's try to put the batteries, balance it, and see how it goes. So the batteries, negative goes on the top. This is a little bit weird. We are used to putting negative always down, and here you have to put negative on the top, but there is a sign here it shows. So 3 batteries, each battery is 18650, 3.7 volt. I believe they're pretty good, so good power for the amperage is good enough for a gimbal, and also it can charge your camera while, because it's so big, you can charge your camera and give you the juice. And let me put the tripod also, that way it's, because it's heavy, or I can set it on something. Alright, cool. I ended up balancing the gimbal, you see, and trust me, this tripod base is really helpful, because this is a heavy gimbal. So when you're trying to level your camera, you put it on the tripod and then you try to do it, and that's the only way to not crash anything. And I think it's pretty level, if you notice. So let's see, this is the joystick. So the coolest thing is this piece with the joystick one, this can rotate 360. There's always some gimbals have limitation, but Zhiyun was always able to give you 360 rotation. I don't know how they do it, but they do it. But it's pretty good. So this is my GH5 12 to 35 millimeter on it. So I think regular GH5 I had, a regular crane I had the previous version. You can put it on it, but it's it's a little bit harder. It doesn't sit very well. The part I like here is it gives you have this Manfrotto plate and a lot of adjustments you can do, and it's made for bigger size camera. So GH5 should fit, and I can even put a little bit bigger lens on the GH5 and still be able to handle it pretty good. The tracks for sliding, they are pretty good, and they are very good good indentation, and then you can see how good when you move they are in track. Sliders are pretty good, and then see this thumb screws, they are nice, easy to use thumb screws. So they did put a good thought into it on how this whole gimbal can be useful for like the consumers. I mean, that's the whole thing, right? So anyway, let's fire this baby up and see. Okay, so as soon as you fire up, it's in PF mode and it's on. I think it's on. Yeah, so it needs to be a little bit more level, because it's a little bit not level to me. Let me adjust the level. You don't want to do those level adjustment when the gimbal is on, so you want to do it when it's off. So it's sliding this way, so I'll push a notch on this side. Okay. No. Okay. No. It's a slight adjustment you have to do. The part I'm still thinking is if you put this gimbal in the box, you have to squish this part and put it in. And every time you have to balance it. So that is going to be a little bit to think, because it won't be like run and gun. You have to spend a few minutes setting this up, but it's not bad. So look at that. You can get like nice smooth shots like that. It's pretty neat actually. But it's a large gimbal though. It's not any small gimbal. And it's good that they gave like a tripod, so that way it's really easy to set it down when you're tired, and then so you can tilt up and down in this mode. Let me see. So so in this box, Zhiyun gives all the cables. So I was a bit confused when I was looking on the B&H. They said they were going to give like one cable with the one cable with the gimbal, either for Sony or Canon or for Panasonic, whatever. So this particular box which came in the Zhiyun, it actually comes with all the cables. If you notice, this cable is a Panasonic cable, and this is probably a charger cable, and let's see what this cable is for. This cable is for Canon as well, and this cable is for Sony. So as you know, you can actually plug the camera into Zhiyun gimbal, and then you can actually maintain, you can actually do a lot of settings and things like that, because that's one of the drawback with many gimbals is you cannot actually you have to turn on you have to go, even the camera is on the gimbal, you have to go use the buttons. You have to use the buttons from the camera. But this is the coolest part about this gimbal, Zhiyun gimbal, is because you can see here, I mounted like a Canon 80D, and I'm using one of the Canon cable. So it goes from here, and then goes all the way to the side. And this is a Canon 80D, and it's pretty heavy lens too. Basically it has 18 to 135 millimeter lens, right? So this is a pretty good setup. And if you notice here, let me just adjust the camera. So if you notice here, there is all this LCD and all that stuff here. So let me turn on this camera, gimbal, right? And turn on the camera. So as soon as I turn on the camera, you can see it says AV F4, and I can push this button to start recording. You can see here my Canon started recording. I don't know if you can see it. You see the red dot here? Canon started recording. And I can push the button here, stop the recording, which is so good actually. And then I can adjust few more settings on the gimbal itself. You see, I can adjust the F value here, and then you have TV. You see, you can adjust that, right? And then you can adjust your ISO value here. I hope you can see it. You can see the ISO value just by rotating this, and you can see as you rotate in the gimbal the ISO value. See, I'm rotating in the gimbal and you can see everything adjusts. So that's pretty cool actually, if you notice, because I don't have to go to the camera to really pretty cool. So this is Canon 80D. I'm going to put on my GH5 and also Sony A6300 and then try out and see if it works with all three. Then I can pretty much put any camera on it. But before I go to do that, let me show you the menu here. So you can push one time to go into the menu. Then in the menu you can see there are a few options here. You have sensor. If you click the right side, then you can choose low, medium, high. So depending on the camera weight you can choose, and in the manual they've given like 5D Mark IV is medium and things like that. And then you come back, then you can choose motor is set to medium. This is basically sensitivity, what sensitivity you need, right? So low, medium, high sensitivity, I'm sorry. So then the motor, and then the camera. Depending on the camera you're using, you set here is Canon, Panasonic and Sony. So right now I'm setting Canon. And then you have calibration, and then angle and reverse and about. So this is really good. I mean, I don't know, I don't have any gimbal where you can do all this stuff. So this is one of my favorite gimbal, and with the weight it can handle, like Canon 80D. I don't have a gimbal which can hold Canon 80D because that's a heavy camera for me, for what I use. I'm non-professional hobbyist, right? So this is starting to be looking very good, starting to be really good and very useful. So you can see them. Let me swap the cameras and we can try. So you can see all these functions are really helpful, and it makes your work so much easier. And also this gimbal is the most thoughtful gimbal I've seen. You can see here they've given 1/4 screw on one of the motors here, so you can mount your mic or something and then just balance it out and you'll be good to go. Man, this is so nice. I'm going to mount a different camera like GH5 and then try it out if the settings and all those things work from there. I put Sony A6300 and I hooked up all the cables, but gimbal it doesn't recognize. I don't think Sony's ready yet for this one. So you can see to the menu, camera, and Sony is already selected, but it doesn't do anything. Nope. Oh, wait. It does. It does start recording. Yeah. At least the record button works, which is not bad. Let's see. That's all. Oh, wait. Does zoom function work? Yeah, that's a zoom function. Okay. Zoom works. Oh, that's great. So it's not totally a bust with Sony for me. At least I cannot do ISO settings and all those things. Oh wait, maybe it's not in manual mode. Hold on. Camera probably is not in the manual mode. What's set here? Okay. I put it in the manual mode. I think I can only set. Man, it's not going into any of the other menus. That's mode. Cannot do anything. No. No, I don't have any more controls here. All I can do is zoom and not zoom, which is halfway decent, because most of the time I'm running with A6300 is pretty good in auto mode, so I can probably take advantage of these zoom and the buttons, which for now is good enough. It's good to know. Okay. I'll put the GH5 and see what else I get from there. Okay, now I put the GH5 on it. For some reason, I find GH5 is the most easy to, put on this gimbal for me. I put the Canon 80D and I put the Sony. For some reason, GH5 goes on it like balances like a piece of cake for me. I don't know whatever the reason is, but let's go ahead, turn this guy up. So you can see here, I'm going to go into the menu and change the camera to a GH5. Okay, that's GH5 setup. Done. Menu. And let's see what else it will do. Does it record? Oh yeah. I pushed the record. I didn't see any record going on. Yeah, it does. Oh wait. Why does it start recording and stops recording right away? It does have some effect. You can see. Okay. No, it doesn't do anything. I don't know. So it's able to do something, but the communication is very bad. So we don't have much functions here. The record button does. I don't know if it's the SD card or what is the deal. It's not recording. Let's see. Let's push the real button and see. Yeah. Something is up with this button. For Panasonic, it doesn't do it. No. Oh, gimbal is turned off. So if you balance so well, you don't even know if the gimbal is turned off or not. Yeah, I don't feel any motor vibration. Let's turn on. Let's hit the record button. Let's see. No, for some reason the record button, as soon as you press, it just stops. Okay. Let's change the mode to automatic maybe. Or let me change the mode to automatic. Now it's in the automatic mode. Let's try that. Let's try pressing this record button. What it does? No, it doesn't like it for some reason. Okay. I don't think it'll work for. No, it doesn't work. And I want to use my GH5 more than anything else. Okay, turn it off. Hopefully one day they will do it. So you see here PF button. Double tap PF button. You go to follow mode. Double tap, nothing. Then double tap, you're in selfie mode. And double tap again, goes back from selfie mode. Then one tap, PF mode, and then one push, yellow, from PF to yellow. One push, PF. So good thing this LCD is there, so you can see all your modes and all those things. And also another thing I like about this is, so the app. So they have the app, Zhiyun app. Let's do the app. I'm not sure if it's connected or not. Let's see. So it's connected to the device. Then you can see, let's go to the controls. I don't think anything changes here. So let's do the app. This is a Zhiyun app. Here in the app. So let's go to home. So that's crane connected to the device. Camera. I don't think it's the camera. So the scene mode. Wait. Connect. Okay. I'm in the Zhiyun app. I can just pretty much use like remote control. I can push the joystick here to adjust my camera angles like pan, tilt and all those things. So let's do this here. So you can see the camera moving. It's pretty cool. Let's change the mode to follow. It's easier to change the modes here than in the camera itself. So that's locking mode. You can see. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So right now I'm in pan and follow mode, and then I'm just going to let's rotate like this. So I'm just standing and panning, and then just slowly bringing it down. And this is the one effect I need when I go to like car shows, or walk around shots or travel videos. Because there's my jet ski. But I have to tell you guys, just walking a little bit, maybe more getting used to it, but it is heavy though. You probably want to have a plan and have always setting it down and running and taking videos. But I don't know how that's going to be easy when you're walking around in the car shows. So you probably have to deal with it. So this is pan and follow. Let's see, F mode, lock mode. This is lock mode, so it's locked. Not good. In the lock mode, this plate, if I go a little bit lower, the plate is touching, so I probably need to move the plate a little bit front. So we are in lock mode right now. See, I'm walking around, rotating like crazy. It's not doing anything. It's stuck. It's hung on to something, and it's almost like I'm going 360 around it. It's pretty nice actually. I love the lock mode because it doesn't mess up anything. Okay, then we change the mode now. This is pan and follow. This one. This is okay. This is follow mode. Right now we are in follow mode. So you see, slowly follow. It's beautiful. I think what I'm going to use more is pan and follow mode. That seems like for my practical purpose. So I think I recommend holding it with two hands because it is heavy.